Hey, hey, what's up, stay-at-homies? I hope everyone's doing great, and that's right. It's time for another So You Think You Know. All right, and today we get to learn a little bit more about Mrs. Stringer and Miss Dick. So, hello to the two of you. How are you doing?
Hi, EMJers. We're all missing you, and I hope you're all doing really well. It's very, very sad going to school with you not there, so hopefully we will all be back together soon. Thank you, Miss Defoe, for putting this all together.
EMJers, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. And hi, Miss Defoe. How are you doing? Thank you for setting this up.
Oh, you're welcome. And I'm doing not too bad. Although I could use another cup of coffee.
My favorite colors, because I have two, are probably blue and green. I wear lots of blue, and I just love those two colors, blue and green, because they are the colors of the earth.
My favorite color, I would have to say, is royal blue because I like primary colors and it reminds me of the sky.
I've been at EMJ for 4 years. I've worked with Miss Vanderwell on a job share, so I've only been there part-time. So this year coming up will be my 5th year.
I've taught at EMJ for 10 years, a full decade.
What's your favorite candy? Yum!
I don't have a specific favorite candy. I'd rather have chocolate. I love chocolate, and my favorite kind of chocolate is a coffee crisp. And at Halloween, usually I eat all the coffee crisps before they get sent out to the trick-or-treaters.
My favorite candy, I would have to say, is salted black licorice. I'm not a great candy fan, but I don't mind black licorice.
Really?
What's your favorite subject to teach?
My favorite subject to teach, that's hard. I don't think I have a specific favorite subject to teach. I love teaching reading to students, reading to them. I love teaching gym. I was a phys ed teacher for a while. I also have been loving teaching science, and this year I've been learning how to teach math, and I've been really enjoying teaching math.
My favorite subject to teach would be reading or social. I love just reading picture books in general to kids and using expression in my voice and making them laugh. I love that. And social just because I like learning from people from history, how they did things, how they changed the world or didn't change the world based on what they did. I find that fascinating.
So, where are you from?
I am a born and raised Calgarian. Yeehaw! I was born here and I grew up here. Then I moved to Lethbridge for about 5 years when I went to university, and then I moved back here when I got a teaching job.
I grew up in a village called Blue Manort. It's in southern Manitoba. And it was right on the Canada-US borderline. So at the back of our acreage in our property, I could have, as a kid, I could have 1 foot in the United States, North Dakota, and I could have 1 foot in Canada, in Manitoba at the same time. And that was quite unique.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite books and author, that's very hard. There are a lot, I love books and especially children's novels. There's a ton of books and authors that I love. Robert Munch, I love Patricia Polacco. I also love Barbara Reed, and this is one of my favorite books that I read to my children when they were growing up. And they're still growing up, but when they were babies, and this is one of their favorite books. And I think I love Barbara Reed just because she does all the claymation pictures, and they're really neat to look at. Of course, I also love, as I got into chapter books, Harry Potter. I remember reading this when I was a teenager, and then kind of when I grew up and was in university, some of the last Harry Potter books come out, and I just love how she describes her characters and how she makes them come alive. And then now you can see them all in the movies. So one of my favorite books.
My favorite book is Sarah Dog. I got this book from my brother when my dog Tinkerbell crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. There it is. And it's got some really nice illustrations as well. It's all about a dog and the many lives that the dog lives. It's kind of a heartbreaker though, a little bit of a tearjerker.
What is a hobby you enjoy in your spare time?
I don't think I have one specific favorite hobby. I love to organize and clean things out. I love reading books. So I joined a book club this year. That was my main thing. And I absolutely just love to be outside. So gardening in the spring and the summer. I really also love hiking. So going up to the top of the mountain, hiking with my kids, and also camping. So I just love, we have our trailer, so sometimes we go camping with our trailer, but also as Claire and Henry are getting older, we've been doing backpacking. So we put everything in our backpack, hike up to the top of the mountain, and there's no one else around, and just sleep in our tent and cook on our little stove. It's been a lot of fun. We love that.
A hobby that I really enjoy is doing any kind of sports, really. Mostly baseball, volleyball, tennis, I guess mostly summer sports, but I like being active. I like biking. I like doing a lot of the things that you kids are doing right now outside too.
What kind of music do you like?
My favorite music, that's really hard. I actually love jazz music. I took a course in university with jazz music and studied some jazz artists, and I really love them. I also like electronic jazz music, so it's kind of like a fusion of electronic music and jazz, and one of my favorite bands is called Saint Germain, so I listen to them a lot.
In terms of music, I like all kinds of music. I'm partial to four-chord harmony, and because I sang in choirs in church when I was growing up, and so I like the harmonizing of voices. I also really like acoustic guitar.
What is your
ultimate recess snack?
My ultimate recess snack. A little bit surprising. Mr. Stringer came up with this snack actually. You take 2 frozen pancakes and you spread peanut butter and jam on them, and then we smush them together like in a sandwich, and then we wrap it all up. And by the time it's recess, the pancakes have thawed and they're awesome with the peanut butter and jam. It's just like my delicious, most favorite ultimate recess snack.
My ultimate recess snack would have to be the Velveeta cheese dip with taco chips. So Mrs. Summers used to make that at school, and now some other staff members make that. And from time to time, it might have made me a little late for recess supervision because I was eating it on the way out the door to supervise you guys at recess time. Sorry, Mr. Radu.
Do you have any pets? Oh, I love pets.
We don't have any pets yet. My children are my pets because they make a big mess, so I clean all that up. I'm sure one day we will have a pet, and if I were to have a pet, it's going to be a dog. I much prefer to have a dog. And there might be some other little small pets that will be running around our house and our backyard soon to be.
Yes, I have pets. I have a dog named Sheba. Sheba, can you say hi? Can you do something? Can you get the ball? Okay. Oh, what a good girl. What a good girl. Okay, up. Let's do the trick. Up. Come on, you want to dance? Come on, you want to dance? Sheba girl. Sheba girl. Good girl. Want to dance? Up. Want to dance? Oh, yeah. Go say hi.
Well, that was fun.
That's it. So thanks, Miss Defoe, and goodbye, EMJers. We miss you lots and hope to see you soon.
Okay, that's all for me. Bye, EMJers. I miss you guys, and I hope to see you really soon. Miss Defoe, thank you for setting this up. This was so fun, and see you guys later. Bye.
Awesome. Well, that was fun to learn a little bit more about both of you, Mrs. Stringer and Miss Dick. I hope you had fun as well. Sheba, loving the dance moves. Yes, we've got some talented pets in the EMJ fam. So I'm loving it very, very much. And Mrs. Stringer, I heard that you might have some cute little pets joining the EMJ family kind of soon as well. You mentioned a little something about that. So I'll have to watch for some news about that. Very exciting. Well, that's it for all of us. Until next time, be brave, be kind, and wash your hands. Bye!